Dan, we're down here. Tell us a little bit about what hole we're looking at right here.
This is number 17 here. It's a par 3. We're standing just to the right of the tee box, the members' tee box here.
Right.
There's a lot of pretty big grandstand around it, as you can see. It's quite a cool hole.
It's a really, really cool, real amphitheater. Now, tell us a little bit about, back home. How did you first hear about the program yourself? I mean,
my boss, Brendan Allen, actually suggested it to me. You know Brendan Allen.
Right.
Yeah, he suggested. I told him that I wanted to get into the bit of experience in America, golf course industry, and he suggested the Ohio program, and yeah, it was a great suggestion.
And this is important for young guys, Sam. How did you hear about the program?
Yeah, through my boss, John Spraggs. His son came over. He was at Pine Valley in New Jersey, one of the best courses in the world.
Yeah.
As soon as I realised this was available, it was a no-brainer. And like I said before, it's just the things I've learned here in 1 year or 1.5 years. I might never have learned back home.
And then you went to New Zealand Sports Turf Research Institute. I mean, tell us a little bit about that. Were they encouraging as well?
Yeah, they were very encouraging from the start. Helen Goodwin, who was my trading coordinator, she kind of encouraged me, pushed me to do it. So did my boss. And I trained, did my level 3 and 4 papers there.
And talk to the guys in the classroom back home. It's important to get good grades, isn't it? It's important to try to achieve, what you do, the basics back home counts, because that's what we look at in your application. You did a 14-page application to come up here.
Yeah. It's all putting the hard work in at the start, pays off at the end, Definitely having a strong application.
Getting good references.
Good references. Yeah. It's just making sure that New Zealand Sports Turf is on your side as well, and use them as an opportunity to leap through Mike O'Keefe and Ohio State, because they'll put you on courses that you never would have dreamed of being able to work.
Absolutely. Talk about that. Brendan, where's Brendan at now?
He's at the Hills Golf Club down in Queenstown, New Zealand. Great golf course. And
it's good supers like that will support you, but they won't support you if you're not going to represent and do your basic apprenticeship properly like back home. Isn't that correct?
Yeah. You've got to, like Sam said, you've got to put in the hard yards at the start and get that apprenticeship done and finish strongly. Otherwise, you'll struggle over here.
You're put under a lot of pressure up here, in fairness, aren't you? Talk about that a little bit. I mean, the hours, and they will give you a lot of responsibility. You've got to be able to take it.
Yeah, they definitely throw you in the deep end, but a lot of the times that's the best way to learn. Getting thrown in the deep end, you really learn a lot about yourself and what you can accomplish, and you just got to keep slogging it out until you get it done.
Tell us a little bit, Sam, about the program itself, and that you were selected to go here with a plan, and then you were moved down to Florida. Was that a good thing as well? Like, talk about the time frame. 6 months?
Yeah, we were here 6 or 7 months, I think. Spent 4.5, 5 months down at Cardtown Golf Club under Sean Anderson.
So you did warm season grasses?
We did warm season grasses, and that was good to learn. So now we have both sides of the spectrum. Something that we wouldn't get back in New Zealand or where I'm from in Wellington.
Absolutely.
It was a great experience going down there, and then we're back up here for the last 6 months.
Having been here for so long now, how do American superintendents regard you as a New Zealander, like as a greenkeeper? Would they take more of you guys if they could find another Sam Keats or a Dan Ganley? Well, I'm not sure about Dan, but I mean.
We're highly respected here. Just from the opportunities and the jobs we get given, they trust us and our practical skills, because New Zealanders are pretty practically savvy, and we're not all trained in the classroom like the American the American interns. But also on the other side of the scale, that when you come over here, you can learn from the American interns, because they might have a bit more book knowledge, and you can lots of give and take between everyone, and that's a great way of learning as well through your peers.
Right. Would you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. There's been a lot of back and forth between there's 12 other interns here, and we all just work together as like a really good team, and it's a great bunch of guys.
Right. But being a New Zealander, they do respect you in that sense. And I mean, for the young guys coming up, their confidence, like if they're lacking confidence, you don't need to worry about it if you got good graft.
I think confidence is pretty important. You've got to come over here with confidence in yourself, because working at a course like this can be a little daunting to begin with.
What about homesickness? Talk about that. Do you get homesick?
I don't know if I'm homesick, but I'm definitely looking forward to getting home and seeing my friends and family again. And
that's a big factor, Sam. I mean, guys coming up here with serious girlfriends back home. I mean, you got to think about that as well. I mean,
Yeah, that's something that you'd really have to factor in, but in the long run, there's no other option really. It's got to be taken. I would strongly suggest anyone that has the opportunity to do it to just grab it with both hands.
Once in a lifetime, like.
Yeah, once in a lifetime. Working on these great courses, you get placed to great places, and just the things you learn are also things that you can take back to New Zealand as well, which is a key thing, because you think you might come to these big courses and then you go back to New Zealand and none of it you think would be able to matter back in if you go back and work at a smaller course, but it's not true. The things you learn, big and small, count in the long run.
Yeah, Dan was just telling me that, you know, last night already he was getting an offer. I mean, you know, that's the thing about going back home. You will get job offers thrown at you, but, you know, this is why you step outside the comfort zone, and it gives you an edge, doesn't it, Dan?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean, the things that you learn here and the things that you can put on your resume, your CV is, you know, it's really beneficial. You know, it really makes it strong.
Talk about the social scene over here. I mean, do the girls like your accent, Sam?
I don't know if I want to be questioned about it.
No comment. That's what you say, Dan. No comment. Look, he's turned into a damn politician now. He sounds like Tiger Woods. Speaking of Tiger Woods, did you see him out there? Did you talk to him?
Yeah, I got to chat. We had a brief chat with him on Sunday or Monday. We were down clearing out a creek, and he walked past, and he was friendly. We got only a couple of minutes chat with him, but he was in a good mood, and it was great to just talk to guys like that. Last night got a photo with the U.S.Open trophy, all that kind of stuff. So it's all pretty special being here and being surrounded by all these people.
Absolutely, this will stick with you forever, won't it? I mean, the memories of this, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely.
And then the network of friends you're going to make as well.
Yeah. I mean, the network of people that you meet over here is, you know, people that you'll keep in contact throughout your career, and you know, even just you know, working with all these other superintendents and assistants from courses all around America at a tournament like this.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, I mean,
a lot of good guys.
Top-notch courses here, you know. But so, one last word, Dan. Back to the guys in the classroom in New Zealand Sports Turf Research, sitting in the classroom thinking they're not big enough to do this. I mean, I'm struggling to reach up to you, but are they capable of doing this, and what do you say to them?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, if you get it, you know, you just got to do it. You just can't let this opportunity go by. It's something that you know, absolutely never going to regret. It's been a great 18 months of my life. Absolutely, yeah. Sam, I mean, you know, there's young guys back there like you know, that are lacking confidence.
I'm not lacking confidence.
No, but I mean, yeah, that's good. So that's the kind of guy we want, a guy like you that has confidence in their own ability. You hit it right on the head. You answered the question.
Yeah, it's you got to come over here, and you are working with the best and learning from the best, but if you work hard for the first few months, the respect you'll get for the rest of the time you're here will just you know, pay its dividends. And now being trusted with so much on such a big occasion and a big course is it's awesome.
Guys, I really appreciate it. I mean, you guys have put in the hard graft, and you can see it in the respect you're getting from these supers around here, and hopefully you'll you know, influence some other young guys to do this kind of thing, because clearly you guys are leaders in this, and we do appreciate it, Ohio State, and we appreciate your lecturer Helen back home, and all your Brendan and Johnny Spraggs. I mean, they deserve the credit as well, wouldn't you agree? I mean, Brendan is the one that encouraged you to do this. So
yeah, he did a great job with my apprenticeship and everything. I'm really grateful to him.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, I hope we have a good tournament here, and thank you very much for your time. Okay.